Welcome to the McAllister Report. We join John McAllister, top football evaluator, as he shares wisdom and interviews coaches and athletes from around the country. Enjoy today's podcast.
Hello, this is John McAllister with the John McAllister Report. And today we're going to go around the state, and we're going to talk to a really good-looking linebacker, young guy. He's only going to be a junior. Played last year, got some awards. He's at Bishop Hartley High School down in Columbus. He's going to be a junior, 25 class. And but I like him. Denim Cook is active. He's a really good athlete. Like I said earlier, 6'3", 225 probably, but he's long. And his future is so good because he's going to fill out and he's athletic. He can play tight end. He can play come off the edge. But I think he can play linebacker too. So, and he's a great kid. I had a conversation with him, and he's a really, really good kid. So if you would, sit back and watch my video of Denim Cook, and if you would push the like button, that you like it, I'd appreciate that. And just enjoy the podcast. My guest today, as I said, is Denim Cook, a big 6'3", at least 225-pound linebacker from Columbus Bishop Hartley. And Bishop Hartley, the head coach, is a good friend of mine. And if Denim must be pretty tough because I think he's tough to play for. So you must be a pretty tough guy. Okay, how are you doing?
Good. I'm doing great, sir.
That's really good. I saw you last year, in fact, against Columbus, Kip Columbus. Tell me about playing football. Why football? You're a basketball player too, I know. We'll talk about that later. Why football?
I feel like football because I've been playing football for a young age. I feel like football because I've been playing football since a young age. Since the age of 4, my mom put me in a little league, and I feel like football helps me become a man, and it guides me in the right direction, if you know what I mean. Not just on the field, but off the field.
Okay, it keeps you going off the field as well as on the field, then, right?
Yes, sir.
It's really good. Anybody so far in your life that's kind of been a driving force or behind you and pushed you some and patted you on the butt sometimes and on the back sometimes? Okay. Anybody like that? Anybody you give credit to?
I say my stepmom and my mom, mostly, because I know if I do something bad, I hear about it from them, especially from them, and they give me advice on things, how to take things, and yeah.
That's good. How about sports? Anybody push you there? Anybody pushing you in place?
I say my old basketball coach. His name is Terrence Perkins. He always pushed me, no matter whether it's basketball or football. I feel like he just always wanted what's best for me, and I stuck with football, and he still supported me.
Well, tell me about basketball. You played varsity last year? I couldn't find anything. You played varsity as a sophomore or JVs?
Yes, sir. I played varsity as a sophomore and freshman.
That's as a freshman as well. That's really good.
Yes, sir.
You probably play the 4 or you play the 5?
I played both.
Okay, that's really good. I ask every athlete I have on here, what are words you live by? What are words you live by, Denim? I mean, I have signs, I have posters, and was a coach, you got them all over the walls. Any words you live by? Just a thought you live by?
One word keyword I live by is maximize. Like maximizing effort and not just about football, but you can maximize off the field as well and like in school. That's one
And
keyword.
maximize. That's really good. Maximum effort.
Yes, sir.
Maximize. That's good. I don't think I've heard that one yet. That's really good. Okay. Let's talk about, I have my first silly question for you. Okay. If you could change places with somebody for one day, anybody, who would it be and why? Who would it be?
I say, mm, I'll probably say my mom, like just carrying the burden of like having 4 kids as a single mother and like driving every day. Just wondering what that feels like because there's not too many people in her shoes.
And it's interesting. And then she must have some extra gump or umption someplace. She must maximize. She
Yes, sir.
must be able to do that. That's really good. Super. Okay, let's talk about football. Let's talk about football now for a little bit. You're a linebacker and a tight end. What's the hardest job of playing linebacker?
I'd say taking it on the block when like the block you don't see the block coming. I feel like that's probably the hardest job and like
Getting
just
off.
pursuing to the ball
Good.
and
What
getting
do
off
you
blocks.
think? Okay. What do you think are your strengths, Denim? What are
I
your
feel like some of
strengths?
my strengths. I feel like I'm good on my feet and my length of my like just my length of my body. So the offense won't get me.
You knocked down a pass on your highlight film, and that was from length. You got up in the air. You got your arm up in the
Yes,
air.
sir.
You have good length. What else? A couple more things. What are a couple
I
more
say
things?
some. I say my hands. I can really catch well and like just not just quick catching in general. I'm quick with my hands, like with block destruction, like I already said, and my strength. That's just like normal for a linebacker. As a linebacker, you gotta have strength.
Active hands. Some people call them violent. I like to say active.
Yes, sir.
They're always going and stuff like that and playing. What do you have to improve on as a football player? What do you think you have to
I
improve on?
say just my lateral quickness, get into like sideline to sideline, like and off the snap of the ball.
What was the second one?
And my second one was my footwork, because I got big
Okay.
feet. I wear size 16, and I feel like that holds me back as a
It
player.
does a little bit. It does. I think your
Yes, sir.
strengths, you can, I want to give you my thoughts on this. I think your strengths are, you do run. Yeah, and I think you have a pretty good start,
Yes,
but you
sir.
pursue sidelines to sidelines, and you don't, you finish plays. Okay. I think that's a strength.
Yes,
I
sir.
think you find the football. You sit and watch and find the football. Even on the run, you can find the football. That probably seems silly to you, but it's really important because a lot of linebackers
Yes,
can't
sir.
find the ball. Okay. And I think those are good. And plus your frame, you got to get bigger and stronger. I think you have to get stronger. And I haven't seen you yet this year, but I saw you in the summer, and you just keep getting stronger because you are long,
Yes,
and
sir.
that'll be really good too. And I think the other thing is you close well. Okay, like in the last 3 steps, I call it finish, close, whatever. You close well. Now I think you have to improve your tackling as you get older. I mean, you can't tackle up around
Yes,
the
sir.
chest as much, and you got to, and then like explode on contact, explode. But those are some things I think you have to work on. Uh, and then the quick first step. I think you're athletic, and you got to get that quick first step, and get after the ball. Strength is your frame. My goodness, you're not going to get,
Yes,
and
sir.
you're athletic, and I think you're tough. I think when I say that, people that finish plays are usually tough because they want the ball. You see what I'm saying? I mean, the
Yes, sir.
ones that continue instead of, getting blocked and things like that. Okay, talk about football. Let's talk about school. Our school. I read where you have a 3.4 or a 3.5.
Yeah, yes, sir. I have a 3.4.
What's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is history.
History. It's really good. I don't think young people appreciate history, any kind of history. I don't think they appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
History is important for everybody, I think. The same thing. Okay. Are you thinking about any major this early in college, what you'd like to do?
Yes, sir. I think I want to major in criminal justice.
Okay.
That's my number one option right now. My choice.
Good. And I'm sure everybody's supporting you on that too. That would be good. Okay, my second silly question. What's one talent that you don't have that you'd like to have, but you'll never get it? What will be one talent that you'd like to have, but you'll never get it?
Probably one talent.
It's kind of a
Are we
joke.
talking football?
Anything. It's kind of a joke.
Are we talking football? Okay.
Anything.
I say playing the piano.
Playing the piano? Well, I bet you could. That's good.
Yes, sir.
I bet you could probably do that if you put your mind to it, though. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Seems like it. Okay. What happens now? You're going to be a junior. What happens so freshman, right in the middle of 2 days, right in the middle of August, it's 85, 90 degrees out, and he says, I want to quit. What are you going to tell him? He says, I want to quit.
That I was in his shoes before. I would tell him that I was in his shoes before, and back then as a freshman, I wanted to quit, but you just gotta stick with it. Then it will help you in the long run.
It will, won't it? And
Yes, sir.
use you as an example. That's really good. Do you watch very much film, video? Are you able to do much of that? Study it?
Yes, sir.
Why? Why do you study
You
video?
asked if I was able to study it.
Or do you study?
I studied the video film. Oh, yes, sir. I study video film because it helps me, because you can call out the play, like what they're doing if you're watching their film from previous games, because they're running the same playbook over and over and over.
Yeah. And you get a feel for when they're going to run that play, right?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes formation, but I think even the good players and the good coaches, they just have a feel for it. What
Yes,
they're going
sir.
to be in offensively, defensively. I think, and as you more film you study, that comes across. That's really good. It's really good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But let's talk about energy. Energy's big with me. Okay. Now you're only going to be a junior, so you're not a senior yet, but you're a good player. So
Yes,
what
sir.
kind of energy can you bring to the team this year? What kind of
I feel like
energy?
this year I'm gonna bring that dog energy. That's always going to like hype all the teammates up after a big play. Even if after we don't make the play, I'm still gonna hype them up, tell them pick their heads up, and just bring that energy, because energy helps the game a lot and it could change games.
Do you do it? Are you a yeller or are you a quiet leader? Do you lead?
I'm
How
a
do
yeller.
you lead? You're a yeller and get on guys' cases
yes, sir.
and stuff like that. Well, that's
Yes,
really
sir.
good to hear.
Yes, sir.
That's the kind of energy that you're going to bring to the team.
The best thing about playing football is the relationships that come with it, and the relationships you make with not just players but coaches as well, like lifetime relationships.
That's really good. It's really good. Do you have much? Do you know the players sometimes on the other team? I mean, and your friends off the field, anything like that down in your area? Do you know some of the guys you play
Yes, sir.
against? I mean, you're aggressive when you play them, but you're friends afterwards. That's good.
Yes,
Those
yes,
are
sir.
relationships as well. That's good. Okay. Uh, was there ever a time in your young career where you just said, "Hey, I got to step it up"? Like the light came on, especially last year, starting as a sophomore. Was there ever a time when the light came on for you?
Yes, sir. I say week 4 or 6 last year against St. Villangela when we was down 122 to 21, and our coach needed a receiver to play at fourth down. It was like 4th and 11. And he asked me to run a play that I have like never ran before, and that's when I knew I had to step up, run the play, and be there for my guys to get that dub.
Okay, did you make it?
Yes, sir.
Did
We
you
ended up
make
getting the
it?
first down. Yes, sir.
Congratulations. That's really good. Now, with that, what do you hope that your teammates say about you behind your back? What do you hope they say about you behind
Uh,
your back?
I hope they say that I'm a cool dude, a nice guy, and I'm a leader because that's what I do to my guys. I lead them, and I hope that they just say that I'm their brother and happy to be on the
That's
team.
really, and they can take your leadership, right? That's really good.
Yes, sir.
That's super. Okay. I'm going to come and recruit you. What's the best quality you have as a person? I want quality guys. What's your best quality? Not football, just as a person. What's your best quality?
I feel like my best quality is that if you recruit me, that we're just gonna have a good relationship because one of my qualities is being there, having your back, loyalty, that type of thing, and I'm gonna always be loyal.
And loyal to your team and obviously your mom. You're loyal to her.
Yes, sir.
That's really good. Okay. Tell me about recruiting, and then we'll be done. Tell me about recruiting. How's recruiting going for you?
I feel like my stock is rising most definitely, and this is just the beginning for me. I feel like it's many more to come. I say, and yeah.
Okay. Camps good to you this summer? Were camps good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I feel like camps help you like learn more from like perspective of different people because your high school coach could be telling you this thing, but the college coach can be telling you another. And I feel like it gives me a perspective of two things from different people.
Okay. Okay. Well, I really appreciate you being on my show. Okay.
Thank you for having me.